The decision to grant former President Jacob Zuma medical parole will now be the subject of scrutiny at the Supreme Court of Appeal tomorrow. Zuma is currently serving a 15-month prison sentence for defying a constitutional court ruling that he appear before the state capture inquiry. Former National Correctional Services Commissioner Arthur Fraser granted Zuma medical parole after only serving 2 months of his jail term. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo has the details.
In mid-December, the North Gauteng High Court sitting in Pretoria handed down judgment that former President Jacob Zuma be taken back to the Escort Correctional Facility to conclude his 15-month jail sentence. A few months prior, Zuma had been granted medical parole by his well-known ally, who went from being the country's top spy to prison boss, Arthur Fraser. The DA was amongst those who took Fraser's decision to court to challenge why he went against the Correctional Services Medical Parole Board's decision not to release Zuma.
We believe that allowing Jacob Zuma out from a 15-month sentence in under 2 months amounted to abuse of power and to giving a politically connected person favors that an ordinary person would never get when he was clearly not terminally ill.
In the December judgment, the court granted a request by the Helen Suzman Foundation, AfriForum and others not to allow for the time Zuma has spent outside on medical parole to be counted as a part of the 15 months he was meant to serve inside a jail cell.
The whole point of punishment, of sending someone to prison, is there are multiple reasons for it. One is to punish the particular citizen who contravened the law. But the other is also, one of the other important reasons is also to send a message to other people who might be, contemplating to commit similar crimes. And if someone is treated in a manner in which the former president is being treated by the justice system, it sends a clear message to people who are currently involved with corruption or who are considering to steal public money, that, listen, if you get accused of this or if you have to go through the legal process, that there's not really going to be consequences.
On Monday, Zuma and the Correctional Services Department are expected to argue that Fraser, as the commissioner at the time, had the legal authority to release the former president.
His Excellency President Zuma is nothing but a prisoner of the Constitutional Court. His movements are recorded. The very reason he couldn't even attend the last press briefing was because of the restrictions. So for these right-wing organizations to think that you can be so restricted and they don't want that to count as part of imprisonment is really a mystery. And we have a judge that seems to agree with that nonsense. I mean, it's really nonsensical.
Other parts of the argument are likely to include whether Fraser had the kind of powers within the Correctional Services Act to trump the advice of the Medical Parole Board, and if Zuma will return to the Escort jail. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.